We have Patrick Cruz, multimedia reporter, also in the Senate. He was inside the impeachment court earlier. Hello, Patrick. How was it in the being inside the courtroom? What are your takeaways?
Hello, John. Yeah, it's interesting to cover inside the impeachment court because us journalists were not allowed to use our phone. So it's like the classic way or the old school of journalism where we just take notes and literally observe the public or the people inside. No? So I mostly focus on the reaction or the on how the public or the senator judges, the crowd reacted to the particular discussion during the proceedings, no. So I think yung one of the particularly interesting kanina yung reaction ni Senator Amy Marcos nung nag-usap or parang dinidiscuss yung statement ni Vice President Sara Duterte about yung threat kay President Marcos na ayun, meron tinap na assassin to kill him. So a portion of that statement made by Vice President Sara Duterte na binasa ng NBI agent ay yung statement na sinabi ni Vice President Sara Duterte na ipapahukay daw yung remains ni dating President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. at itatapon sa West Philippine Sea. So when that statement was read or parang sinabi yun ng NBI agent, nakaglue na yung eyes ko kay Senator Amy Marcos and I'm waiting for her reaction. And I saw her smirking. Most of the time during the trial, si Senator Amy Marcos was on her phone. So nagsi-cellphone siya doon. And yun nga, nung sinabi yung statement na yun, nag-smirk si Senator Amy Marcos. And nung plinay naman yung video, actual video of Senator or Vice President Sara Duterte, nakatingin lang siya sa phone unlike other senator judges na nakatingin dun sa screen kung saan nagpa-play yung video ni Vice President Sara Duterte. Also, another observation interesting kay Senator Amy Marcos nung dinidiscuss again yung video kung whether or not ipa-play ba yung whole video ng kung saan sinabi ni Vice President Sara Duterte na meron siyang tinap na assassin to kill President Marcos in the first family. Interestingly, meron sinabi si Senator Amy Marcos saying na or insinuating na edited daw yung video kasi a portion of the clip lang yung ipapakita. So, medyo malakas yung boses na or yung pagkakasabi ni Senator Amy Marcos that time. And si Senator Mig Zubiri na nasa harap ni Senator Amy Marcos, tumalikod siya and sinabi niya na parang in a way nagreklamo siya na ang ingay ni Senator Amy Marcos saying na he can't hear yung nagsasalita from the prosecution and the defense. So, and also another interesting moment or observation ng reaction ng crowd, as you can notice earlier, yung defense team ni Sara Duterte is trying to cut yung House prosecution from questioning the NBI agent in relation nga dito sa alleged threat against the president and the first family. So, at that time, lumipat ako dun sa kabilang side ng mga crowd or yung general public kasi allowed yung merong limited number of seats dedicated for the general public to view the trial. And you can see yung parang merong hush-hush moment doon na parang reaction nila regarding dun sa constantly na pag-object nung House or the defense team dito sa prosecution. And our interns, with the help of our interns, we're trying to count nga yung kung ilang beses ba nag-object itong defense team ni Vice President Sara Duterte, and based on our count na still ongoing, there's at least 13 times na nag-object itong itong defense team ni Vice President Sara Duterte. Also, again, going back to Senator Amy Marcos, most of the time, nakaglue lang siya sa phone niya, and at one point, meron pang time na nag-ring bigla yung phone niya, may nag-play na sound. Also, among the senator judges, perhaps ang observation ko ay yung pinaka-active doon sa floor ay yung magkapatid na Cayetano. I saw them constantly consulting yung mga staff nila who were just in front of me kasi malapit ako doon sa side nila Senators Alan Peter Cayetano and Pia Cayetano dito sa may left side ng courtroom. So we saw na constantly merong back and forth between their legal counsel, and after that, tumatayo dun sila sa may podium.
Thank you, Patrick. Can you give us an idea of who are in the audience? As you said, there's a limited number of seats. Can you describe, are these organized groups, civil society, church? Who are in the hall?
Yeah, so I think we can divide siguro yung sidelines kasi ng court, naka-dedicate siya for certain people. So parang we can say na parang merong 4 segments or quadrant. So dito sa may malapit doon sa House Prosecution, ando doon yung other staff nila, mostly mga private prosecutors. And then sa kabilang side naman noon, nandoon yung sa magkabilang side near the front, ando doon yung mga staff ng senators. Halimbawa sa side naman ng mga defense, ando doon din yung other defense prosecutors. Samantala kaming media naman ay nandoon sa may left side ng session hall. Tapos yung general public, nandoon sa right side, near the kung saan nandoon sila Senator Chis Escudero and si Senator Win Gatchalian. So most of them are part of the civil society. Meron tayong mga nakita na college students, meron ding members of the clergy, meron tayong nakitang isang nun. So, ayun. Yun yung mga profile ng crowd kanina sa session hall.
You mentioned that the Cayetano siblings were very active, no? Consulting their staff and so on. Did you also see them consulting each other? Like, they were talking to each other about making motions or whatnot?
Yes, nakikita natin sila on the sidelines na nagbubulungan, although hindi natin marinig kung ano particularly yung discussion nila, but it's a constant scene, hindi lamang today, but also yesterday na-observe natin na mayroong constant coordination between two of them when going before the podium.
Patrick, Chai has a question for you.
Yeah, Patrick, I noticed that you were also, you've been very observant watching Senator Amy very closely. There was one part where yung pinlay yung video ni Sara, yung tatay niyo huhukayin ko yung tatay niyo at itatapon sa West Philippine Sea. And it was either one of the Tulfo brothers who asked for a repeat of that. I don't know if that was deliberate or that because he really didn't hear it. But what was Senator Amy's reaction to that?
Well, I can clearly see yung face ni Senator Amy kasi medyo paikot-ikot siya, nag-swivel kasi yung chair niya. But I can see na nakaglue lang yung mata niya dun sa phone niya. As I mentioned earlier, lagi siya nagsa-cellphone together with her seatmate, si Robin Padilla, na lagi rin nasa phone.
Okay.
And also, interesting to mention, yung background nung etong statement na na yung ipapahukay at itatapon sa West Philippine Sea yung remains ni Ferdinand E. Marcos kasi it's Duterte's father, former President Rodrigo Duterte, under his term allowed Ferdinand E. Marcos, the late dictator, to be buried sa libingan ng mga bayani noong 2016.
That's right. Patrick, did you notice the skirmish between Private Prosecutor Ligutan and Lead Defense Counsel Sheila Season? At a certain point, sabi ni Ligutan, Mr. Presiding Officer, she's making a scene. You know, she said something to me and then she left. What was that about?
Unfortunately, that time I went outside of the session hall to give update kasi as mentioned, hindi kami allowed to use our phone. So lumabas ako briefly to send updates nun sa mga observations ko inside the session hall.
Baka naman nag-restroom lang.
The joke is that maybe she just went to the to take.
Pero, yeah.
Go ahead, Patrick.
Yeah, so kanina tinanong din yung question na yan dito dun sa spokesperson ng impeachment court at parang na-reiterate na naman yung motion ni Senator Pia Cayetano saying na although jokingly, sinabi niya na allowed naman yung mga members of the House prosecution and the defense team to stand up and walk around. So pabiro niya sinabi na baka nga lumabas lang para to have a brief break.
But in general, how would you describe the dynamic between the House prosecutors and the defense counsel? Kasi parang nakikita lang namin, parang madaling, parang they're on each other's nerves and so on, but outside of the trial or of the scope of the camera, how do they interact with each other?
Yeah, tama ka, John. During the trials, medyo mainit yung deliberation. Pero outside and even outside of the trial, before magsimula yung trial, actually nakita ko, nagkakamayan sila. Minsan nga yung House prosecution, yung nauunang pumunta, or the defense yung naunang pumunta dun sa mga House prosecution para batiin, makipagkamay. And even after the trial, ganun yung constant na nangyayari. So, it's very different during trial na very intense and after or before the trial na medyo merong light moment na nagbabatian naman talaga sila.
I actually appreciate this glimpse, no? Yung parang may row Eden sa Senate impeachment court, may mga hindi nakikinig. So may mga senators na on their phones, no? Were there other senators who maybe were taking notes, like the reporters also, or otherwise responding differently to the ongoing trial? Anong napansin mo sa mga senators?
Well, yeah. So I think yung isa sa mga interesting observation ko, yung mga note-taker, si Senator Pia Cayetano, obviously, she's on the front line ng dito sa session hall. So, yung laptop niya naka-open, makikita mo yung mga papers on the top of her table. Meron pa siyang pencil case, saka notes na obviously, very active siya na nakikinig during the trial.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I know you have to go, but one last question. Can you talk to us about the demeanor of the first and so far only witness? Kasi ang nakikita lang namin talagang nasa camera, no? Can you talk about the witness?
Yeah. So far for the witness, I noticed na very calm lang naman siya and very responsive pagdating dun sa mga questions ng both sides ng House prosecutors and the defense team.
Okay, Patrick, thanks. We have many more questions, but we'll let you go. Thank you very much. That was Patrick Cruz, also a multimedia reporter doing field work in the Senate. I asked Chai earlier about the high